Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever in the world you are. Welcome home to Bear Dogs. Invictus 18 playing host to Athena, and Stream Master Morwen at her station. How are we doing this morning?
It's dark outside. I should be asleep.
I feel that.
It's just gonna get darker until the 21st. Then things get lighter. But no. First, it has to be dark at 7 a.m.
So, do we have any announcements?
The only announcement I can think of, today's Friday, we have our Viewer Storm Loot of the Storm token giveaway, Saturday and Sunday. I think isn't that all the announcements we have? Dude,
Well,
I turned that down by 1 before, because the PlayStation music was up so high.
Yeah, I
Okay.
turned it down and it went completely muted. Whoop.
What is that?
Sorry, shopping.
That's cool. Not for 2000 Helix, though.
Definitely not.
And I don't like the wolf. Like, that's creepy. The rest of it's cool, though. How are you doing this morning?
I don't know.
Okay, that's fair.
Like, to be perfectly honest, part of me really wanted to be like, you know what? Let's just sleep.
We did that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
We did, and it was delicious.
I know. We should really think about taking, like, Wednesday mornings off. And then streaming in the afternoon or evening.
Mm-hmm.
Or, like, late in the morning. Like, 1 a.m. So, what's our objective today? Do we know?
We do not. I think first things first, I'm going to speak to Ada.
See what's available. Changes daily.
Yep.
I don't think we have enough opal for anything.
I think we have enough opal for, like, one thing.
Wonder what it'll be. I want to know what Reda is. If anyone has a wiki link, I need it. Oh, you left to go somewhere.
Stretch your wings, Sunan.
I was pretty sure I saved right after I killed that contract that I took from Reda.
Oh, right. Okay, so we're going back to him.
Yes.
Goodness, look at those fall leaves. Beautiful. I love hot tea.
Yes.
Yes.
I want to check something out.
Okay.
While I'm in this area.
Okay.
Ow.
We had to tell our puppy this all the time. No biting. kind of wish having Hati made wolves your allies.
Right?
Like, for 10 seconds. Wolves in the area are your allies. And then they're just non-hostile after that, until combat ends. That would be pretty cool. What are we checking?
Well, I was looking at ways to make money.
Yes.
And apparently, like, the suggestion I was getting from the guides was that every time you come back to an area, you can redo the drinking game for money.
Really?
Which I had thought that you could only bet the very first time.
See, and that doesn't make sense to me. Like, if you're playing another game, that's another bet. Personally. You know, like if you go in a bar and you place a bet and you beat the guy and then you go again.
Yeah.
That's a new game.
So apparently all you have to do is leave the area and come back.
That's ridiculous.
And you can rebet. Because it kept on saying, like, oh, all you have to do is,
Eivor looking especially shiny today.
right? That mud river soaked.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a bit dry out.
So I just wanted to check it out to see if I understood it correctly.
Okay. That's fine. We like new discoveries.
Is that a bottomless stomach I see?
Maybe.
Drink faster than me, you win the purse. We drink! Come raise a cup and lose some silver!
So, no?
Did not let me bet.
That sucks.
Too strong for you. Be kissing a flagstone soon.
And the funny thing is, I don't know if she's talking about him or herself.
Right?
You're a bit green, friend.
God, I wonder what the higher level ones are gonna look like. 10 horns?
Right.
Good job. It sucks about them making money though, maybe they fixed it.
Maybe. I did get note.
A note?
So let's see what that is.
From the drinking guy?
Yeah.
Very nice. Okay. Not in quest items. I don't know. I don't see anything new.
That's odd.
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Where to? Ranvi?
Yes, to Randvi.
That doesn't look like where you're headed. Looks like you're going drunken shield bashing.
he had it coming.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure Vlad the Impaler would agree with you.
I need your eyes, my friend.
Okay.
Back to Ravensthorpe.
Yeah. Always nice. The heck? Okay. A mystery? Or a small wealth?
A small loot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Odd how we missed it before. Good morning! How are you doing?
Boo! Good to see you, Blue.
That looks interesting.
Viewpoint.
Yeah. Just all the birds circling it. Goodness, it's out there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
You sure it's within the zone?
Mm-hmm.
How did we miss it before?
I don't know.
Thought we've been all over the place. Huh. Interesting. We're doing pretty well. Excuse me. Though it was dark when we woke up this morning.
I don't think either of us really wanted to wake up.
I did and I didn't. I wanted to be awake but not out of bed. I think is the most accurate way I can describe it. Oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. I think tomorrow, or later today, actually, I'm gonna hook up my second webcam and put my dice tray so that on Sunday, when we roll for how many tokens people are winning, people can see it. Roll cam.
Okay.
What do you think?
Sounds good to me.
This way, they don't just have to take my word for it, they can see it. Not that we would gyp people to begin with. That looks explorable.
It is. It's just a matter of finding an explosive.
Maybe you can craft them in Ravensthorpe. Interesting. Little details.
Right? There we go.
Yeah, but will it be extinguished when you go under the waterfall? Because it's lit right now. That's a lot of work. One? That's some thistle. Torch in here. Thank you. Goodness gracious. Has there ever been anything in the box?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, hi there, person.
Mm.
Okay. So much thistle. There wasn't another way out?
Nope.
Oh, I thought I saw one. Let's see what Randvi has to say.
I would like to see what you have in stock.
Goodness. Okay then.
Do you need anything else?
How's the game
Can
going?
we do a bit of training?
Blue wants to know.
Absolutely.
I'm enjoying the
Well
hell
done.
out of it.
I'm off. Be well, friend.
It's a good game.
Take care.
I'm enjoying watching it. So,
Randvi.
to Randvi. Do we have anything else we wanted to talk about?
Well, I have been hired on at a new job, so stream schedule will be changing.
I don't even know if we'll be able to have a stream schedule.
It will
Good day,
possibly be
Eivor.
changing week to week. And we might only be streaming once or twice a week.
Word of our growing
Or I can
settlement
do
has
it.
reached outside
Yeah.
ears. So have a look around. You may see a few new faces.
We are allied with the Danes of Grandabridgeshire. Their Jarlskona, Soma, has pledged an oath.
Well done, Eivor. These early victories will pay off well.
So,
They will. in
So
more
be
than one
prepared
way.
for the moving
Soma's
announcement.
finest fighter,
Again.
Svirna, has pledged her blade to us. She's a powerful fighter and a charming spirit. I think she'll fit in nicely.
Glad to have her. Good work.
now where do we go?
A word of note. Someone has set up shop outside. A trader, I believe.
I met him, Reda. A strange young man,
Congratulations!
but somehow charming. He'll make for fine company, I think.
I look forward to
Fantastic,
knowing
Death.
him better.
That is epic news.
That's wonderful. And quick, too.
Right?
I want to see the Alliance map.
Okay, so where are we going next? Huh, eligible. What's the reward on it? New building or upgraded building?
I don't know. Upgraded longhouse? Upgraded settlement?
Well, that's the only one we can do reasonably.
Power level 90?
What power level are you?
Like 70, I think.
Okay, let's do Leicestershire.
Tell me more about Leicestershire.
Yeah,
I
that.
should like to join Sigurd soon.
He traveled to a town called Repton to meet Ubba and Eva Ragnarsson. As I hear it, they are on the verge of exiling the current king of Mercia, with the
Ooh,
hope
I like
of
the sound of
installing a
this.
king of their own.
A bold endeavor. I should be there to help however I can.
I think you should.
I won't keep them waiting.
Good. I will send word to Sigurd and the Ragnarssons, pledging your assistance. If I were you, I would go by ship. Repton is quite a distance north on the River Trent.
Or I can just fast travel around V. I've been there before.
Alright, let's go talk to Reba.
Sweet tea food. Huh?
What
Who
have
are you and why are you in my settlement?
Can you remind me what you do here?
When you hunt any animal, bring it here for a trade. And if you get something really special, I'm happy to mount it. That said, though, I can't do much until you build me a place to work. It won't do tanning hides on makeshift tables and dirt.
Well,
I have
you're
to go.
bossy.
See you soon.
Until next time.
Listen, I'm raiding as fast as I can.
Ooh. I can build this.
Very nice. And you can build another one too,
Aid
because you'll
me.
have
Be my eyes.
more than 45 left. You wanted the general store, and I think you built that.
Mm-hmm.
So, whatever you deem most important. And you can build one more, I think. Very nice.
Thank you for this. Whether fur, meat, or bone, we will provide only the finest.
And if you intend to go hunting, consider bringing us your kills. We will prepare the hides and heads.
Aye. I've been mounting Petra's trophies for years, and she's a discerning woman.
In all things.
I'll keep that in mind. Enjoy your new home.
Eivor, you seem to be someone with a penchant for trophies.
I do like victories, but I rarely keep a record of them.
Your weapons show the marks of great battles, and you walk with a pride that speaks to your triumphs. Am I wrong?
You are not. Why do you ask?
To bolster our trade, of course. Wallace is the finest tanner and taxidermist in all of England. If you wish the tales of your hunts to outlast you, there is no better way than making trophies of your kills. If you defeat a rare and worthy creature, bring it to us. We will display it for you.
Oh,
Good idea.
have done.
Keepsakes
Right.
to adorn the longhouse. Thank you, Petra.
We've
Oh,
gotten
and before
one or
you
two.
go, could you spare a moment
One, I
for a
believe.
small favor?
Go ahead.
For the past few evenings, I've heard the howling of a pack of wolves just beyond the border of our woods. Unchecked, they will ravage the wild game in this area, and once the deer are dead, they may turn to us.
You feel we should drive them off?
I would eliminate them entirely, with your permission, of course, and your help, if possible.
A good idea. I'll join you now.
Good. A pack of wolves is a foolish thing to underestimate. Let's go. This way.
Very nice.
I last saw them prowling around just up the hill.
You lead. I'll follow.
Interesting.
Our settlement is in quite a nice spot. Beautiful terrain, and the animals here are healthy and populous. But wolves are a worry. It may be why the Ragnarssons moved on. Humans upset the balance of nature, and nature pushed back.
By attacking us.
A wolf will do whatever it takes. They were displaced. Now they come to our door.
Feel like that's a hidden world lesson.
Right?
Come this way.
And not so veiled.
breadcrumbs and crusts. They must have stolen something from Tarbin's store, or off a table somewhere.
You saw breadcrumbs from where you stood.
They stand out clearly from the soil and grass. See there? Come, this way. Ah, smell that? That's a male wolf, marking his territory, warding off the competition.
How do you know it's a male?
A different odor. You pick it up.
Okay, she's a little weird.
Hmm.
Still like her, though.
How did you come to be such a skilled tracker?
My family were hunters and trackers. From further east than you've ever seen, I imagine. But I've lived in England for most of my life. This is where we found Wallace.
You two are siblings as Sigurd and I are siblings. Bound by honor, not blood.
Yes. To hear my mother tell it, we came upon Wallace abandoned. A babe in the woods. We took him in. Look. The wolves made a kill here. They're in the area. Those trails. They must have dragged the poor beast away. We're getting closer. Ah, see those teeth marks on the carcass? They're different.
This is the pack's doing, not just one.
That's right. Let's go on.
So, your family found Wallace in the woods?
I wonder how
We were
much
traveling
further
through
it
the
is.
forest when I
Right.
spotted a white elk ahead of us. I chased it, hoping to take it down.
Didn't
I
you kill
lost
the
it as
white
I
elk?
came to a clearing.
Mhm.
And there on the ground was a wee babe, our little Wallace, swaddled and alone. Ah, look at that. The pattern on the grass. They slept here.
I am impressed, Petra. You have a raw skill.
You have seen nothing just yet.
So, you saw a white elk, and that led you to Wallace.
That's right. It felt fated. We took him in and nursed him back to health. I was scarcely more than a toddler myself then. And from that day forward, we were raised as brother and sister. These kills are fresh. They're likely near enough to hear us. Probably fled the scene not long ago.
Uh-huh.
I think we found our wolves.
You there! Get to cover! Eivor, with me. Let's end this.
I'm at your side.
Okay, I guess I'm leading the way now.
Do you need to find Sunan to find the eradication area? Like, doesn't it glow blue or something?
Keep back! Keep back!
Where, though? There they are. They're not attacking, though. On your left. I think that's the last one. Don't tell me she's dead.
Right.
There. That should be all of them.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, both of you.
Are you all right? Were those your sheep?
They were. God take them. They were all I had in the world. Poor blighters never stood a chance. I lost my cows some months back. Now the sheep are gone. Frowny Jesus, what sort of farmer am I?
I'm sorry for your loss. With the wolves gone, you can recover in peace.
Not without the blessings of God I won't, but I shall try.
You have your life, farmer. With that alone, you can always rebuild.
Ava, hold.
This is true.
I hear something.
What? Oh, goodness gracious me! Felix, Rosemary, my beauties! You're alive! Come here, my precious angels!
Well, that worked out.
This was grand, Eivor. You hunt almost as well as you fight.
Give me a few weeks. I'll learn to track as well as you. Or better.
I would be happy to be so humbled.
I
This
love
was a
how
joy
confident
venture.
she is, though.
Do not hesitate to call on me the next time you spot any errant beasts.
You were the first on my list, Eivor. See you soon.
Skills.
Skill points. What are you gonna get? It's like you've barely filled out the tree.
That's because I have barely filled out the tree.
Ooh, the stun would be nice. Health and stealth?
Hmm.
Very nice.
Back to Ravensthorpe.
Boob shield.
Shield boob.
That's sweet tea pool. Alright. You gonna build another building?
I think so.
What you gonna build?
I don't know.
Well, what's most beneficial to you right now?
Go, Sunan.
A museum? You're kidding.
Salve, Eivor. We have not yet been introduced. I am Octavian Claudius Britannicus, a collector of Roman relics.
Quite a name you have.
If you are wondering what good I will bring to the settlement, you need only look to the greatest empire the world has ever known.
Yes, I've seen their great ruins. Always impressive.
But you have not seen them restored to their former glory, and I can help. Of course, I will need a place to store my collection.
I'll build
Nice
you
try.
something when I can. Have patience. Tell me about what you do here.
If you find any Roman artifacts out there in the world, bring them here. I'll appraise them and see they're given a good home. With me.
I must take my leave. So
Seems
long.
suspicious.
Valet!
Right. Well, whatever. I'll build it. No, I'm trying to
I
build
must
you
be on
shit.
my way now.
You're gonna build it now?
In your travels,
Yeah.
Eivor.
Getting scholarly on us. Thought you were gonna build a fishing shack or the shipyard.
An arrival. I wonder if Valk is among them.
Hamlet. You have a Hamlet. Gonna give him your artifacts?
Yeah.
I suppose it will do for the moment, though it lacks the grandiosity of the Empire at its peak.
You don't like it?
It's not that. It's just not terribly Roman. It needs more. More relics, more statuary, more Roman.
Oh,
If you happen to find any distinctly Roman artifacts on your travels, bring them by. We can make
Definitely
something of
real
this mess
girlfriend.
yet. Eivor, have you ever been in love?
Why do you ask?
I wonder if you know the feeling of having your very heart pulled from your chest as it pursues the elusive object of your desire. I wonder if you have ever known the bitter agony of seeing your beloved in the arms of another.
Nope.
I have known such a pain, and Maximus was its source.
One of your lovers.
Oh, God, no! No, no, no. Maximus is a snake and a leech. A slime-encrusted, blood-sucking viper of a man. He stole from me my beloved. A perfectly preserved statue of a legionnaire. It is all I desire in this world. Last I heard, Maximus was holed up in and around London.
Very nice.
Beloved captive, leering and pawing at it, no doubt. If you should ever see him, give him my regards. By that, I mean spit on him. Then recover my statue.
Here you are. More relics for your collection.
Let me see what you have. Wonderful. And here is something for you. There should be more like this out there.
I'll see you later, friend.
Ballet,
weird.
Eivor.
He's very weird
He is exceptionally strange.
and eccentric. I'm not sure if I like him. I have an uncertain. That seems to fit in with the theme of the place.
Right?
Very nice. Now where are we headed?
What do you see?
Just checking out the hamlet.
Ooh, what is this?
Fowl farm.
Proves the feast buff. Interesting. They're sleeping. They just got in. They're probably tired.
Mm.
Congratulations on the hamlet. Brewery. Definitely need one of those.
Of course.
We do. We do indeed. Let me double check. I have in our Discord, if you scroll all the way to the bottom in miscellaneous, if you go to shared documents, we have an Excel spreadsheet that you can add games to.
Eivor's here!
Copy link.
Greetings!
So here's the link.
What do you have today?
That's not it. Copy. So here's the link to our spreadsheet. If you wanted to add anything to it, or I can do it if you prefer. But we do have shared documents in our Discord that we're happy to open up to people to add games to play. And I believe I have them sorted in alphabetical order, I think.
It has artistic merit. I give
What did you
that.
get?
Pair of tattoos. Runestone left arm and Valkyrie front.
Uh-huh.
Have you got a contract for me?
I have just received news of work that requires your special skill set.
Okay, so...
Monsters, they say. Terrible creatures. Go
I'm
get rid of the
looking
beasts.
for
No hurry.
sheets.
But sooner's always better than later. Unless you're the target.
Where is it? How did I lose this? Game list and requests. Excuse me, I shared the wrong link. This one. It's hard being stream captain.
Be well, friend.
Goodbye for now.
Alright, we are no longer playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Can I unlock? Change account. Let me in, please. I made this calendar. You fucking kidding me? It won't let me change anything? What? I created this!
Mm.
PlayStation. Why won't it let me unlock it? But... Nah. But I made this. Why can't I fix it? This is very upsetting to me. I'm just gonna sign into every single Google account I have until I fix this.
Impressive. Never
No,
seen
I don't-
anything like
I
it.
don't care about that. I just want to change it. Honey, it's being mean to me.
Mm.
Okay, seriously, where did I make this stupid... Just let me in. I made this spreadsheet.
Happy to say I've refreshed my stocks.
I have something that may interest you.
Let's try this one. Guys, I have too many emails. Help.
I could really use this. Good. This will help the settlement. Bringing me this would be helpful.
Okay, but why can't I unlock this?
I'd pay well for this. This will help us.
Unlock Google Sheet
We always have
tab
need for this.
thingy.
This will be a great
Data,
help.
protected sheets. Yeah. Data,
I'm looking for this.
protected sheets.
Done for now.
I'll see you later, friend.
Yes,
Happy
I
hunting.
understand. How can I remove this?
I love Hattie.
I know. I do too. Okay, how to unlock. No, this was not helpful. I would like to unprotect a sheet. Data. understand that it's view only. How do I fix it?
Have a look, Sunan.
Spreadsheet owner. I'm the spreadsheet owner. This is what we call technical difficulties. Who owns this?
Died. Have been avenged.
Just tell me who owns this spreadsheet and I'll log into whatever you want. Who's this shared with? Are you fucking kidding me? Really? That's what I have to sign into? Add. Stream Captain has one thing to say. Mad. Yeah. Thank you for the install, Joju! Celebrate. Sign in. Okay. In progress. Set permissions. Change permissions. Restrict who can edit this range. Custom. Bear dogs. Because that's whose fucking sheet it is. Change permissions. Yeah, it should just be bear dogs, that's fine. Completed. Change permissions. What? Are you logging into chat to help?
Yeah.
Dying Light. Okay, I will add it to the requests. And it's not already on here. What console is that on? I haven't seen any Cyberpunk being played. Like, I know it's all over the place on Twitch, but I have not personally viewed it. Okay. PlayStation. Xbox. Alright, it's on the list. Completed Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Tell the gods you need that Eivor sends you.
Resize column, fit to data. Okay. Wow, we haven't played that many games. In progress. Assassin's Creed. Valhalla. Okay. Now that I fixed it, can I log in to this and still fix it? Oh, I can. It's amazing what happens when you give yourself permissions from your former Twitch account.
Yeah.
Alright, it is added to the games, to the game request. And when we're done with Assassin's Creed Valhalla, we'll probably pick something from those game requests, I hope, as a means of giving back to our community.
Yeah, I'm all for that.
Okay. So we'll make sure you're in on this. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with us on Friday. So Dying Light is an open world game that Death Don't Wait thinks you'd like.
I do enjoy open world games.
No, you do. I think they've learned that about us. We definitely like being able... Okay, it's definitely for Xbox, though. So either PlayStation or Xbox, but definitely Xbox.
Lovely.
What?
Another Yums Viking.
In a really high zone?
Yep.
Kite him. Kite him to you. Oh, that reminds me. I don't have a tab open that I need. Ooh! Okay, so it's an open world game. That is post-apocalyptic, world-based game. Okay. That kind of sounds like it's in your wheelhouse. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see why not.
I mean,
Multiplayer,
definitely give it a try.
multiplayer, or single player. That's nice. We need more of those. Like, I really wish I could play more games with you. Alas, it is not meant to be. Except for, like, Super Mario Kart, or, you know, something. Oh, for some reason I really love the taste of ginger ale in the morning. It just makes me so happy. Ugh. So, any plans or anything for the channel lately?
Well, I mean, things are going to be a bit hectic as we transition to
Our new home.
our new home, new chapter of our life.
See, I kind of think we need a 2-bedroom. Just for a streaming room.
Yeah, I'm definitely not opposed to that.
Yeah, but it's more expensive. And it's over our projected budget.
No, the 3-bedroom was the more expensive.
No, it was the 2-bedroom.
Was it?
Sir. 1 second, guys. I have to see whether I'm right or my husband is right. 1 moment, please. This is very important. Oh! I apologize. You were right. I thought for some reason this was 1 and 2 bedrooms, not 2 and 3.
Okay.
That is where the confusion was. I apologize. I definitely want to go on the upper end of the 2-bedroom, though. Okay. I apologize. You were right. Death Don't Wait says there are boss zombies that throw huge chunks of rocks, and there are poison zombies, and you can find unlockable weapons too, and it also has an amazing storyline filled with missions. Sounds like something we'd do.
Oh, yeah.
I am here, ready to click. Okay, is there any way you can kite him? Shit! Is that a level 250 wolf?
Yep.
Shit! Is he close by? Is he close by? Oh, they are following you.
Boy,
Did he just pass you?
he's over there. He's in that cluster of guys.
Oh! Of course he would be.
Go, my eyes.
Where is my stream manager? Yeah, stream manager. That's exactly what I want. Okay, it is for PlayStation. They just checked the app. Fantastic. Thank you.
Well, I killed the wolf.
Good job. Now can you kill the guy?
That remains to be seen.
The Division and the Division 2. Okay. Game list and requests. Division. Okay, so PlayStation, this one. Alright, added. Alright, both of those have been added to the game requests. And then maybe if we take a break from Valhalla or whatever, and we just need a quick game to play or something, we can look at the game request. Find something small.
Perhaps.
Also open world game that is about how a virus was released and closed down Manhattan. Multiplayer third and first person shooter. I don't know, I've heard a lot of good things about it. I haven't seen the gameplay for myself, so I can't offer an opinion, I'm sorry. I will have to check it out though. Got him?
I did.
Nice.
Killed two of his honor guard here.
And who's this? And how did you not aggro him?
For some reason, they only wanted to attack me one at a time.
I'm okay with that. You're out of arrows.
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
Shit. Can you make more?
No, but I can equip my hunter bow.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely going to check out Cyberpunk, some of the streams that are going on right now on Twitch, and I'll see what I think of it. Like, it's been hyped for a long time.
Shall we be deemed worthy? We will meet again at Ragnarok.
Alright, let's get out of here. Before more things decide to attack you.
Survey the area soon.
Gonna check out this house real quick for,
There could be a bear in it. You don't know. I don't put it past these people. Oh, nice. Just have a hunk of titanium just lying around. Yeah, I've got a bunch of pieces of titanium just here on my desk.
Ooh, fabric.
Hati was already there.
Hati is good boy.
Is Hati a boy?
Or girl.
Okay. I was just asking. Because I don't know, actually.
Nor do I.
Where are we going?
Raid!
Don't do that. I have to stay awake and manage the stream, man. You can't do this to me. Oh, that was a good stretch.
What see you, old friend?
Is this still 250 or back down to 20?
Back down to the 20.
Sweet. Not available. Ah, yes, people fighting. Very nice. Quick dispatch on the one. I like how it looks like you're helping the wolves to kill.
Right?
Until that. Okay, so for our next stream setup, I want my computer this way so that I can still see, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't have to turn my head, because that hurts my neck. Did you know, by the way, we are one follower away from 3,800.
Nice.
I thought it was fun. I'm so excited that you got this job.
We won't go down easy.
I get to start a new chapter today.
We'll hopefully build up our savings again.
Right.
Be in pieces.
Very nice. Oh, melting TT. Melting TT.
Mm-hmm.
Melty cat. But hey, guess what? We're live.
Yeah. Gotta love those Twitch notifications.
Well, it's email. It's email. Would you stop? Yes, I know mail has new messages. I'm telling you, like every 2 seconds. Okay. This is fine. Oh man. US executes Brandon Bernard despite 11th hour appeals.
Get back here!
It really seems like it's just to be cruel.
Restricted area, huh?
I don't believe in restricted areas.
I can see that. I'm on just a little bit of a delay from where you are. I can't wait till I have multiple screens again. It's so nice. And a proper desk.
Yeah. I can't wait until my computer is set up again.
And then I can help you set up the stream. So that if you ever want to stream without me, you can.
Mhm.
Bless Unleashed. Okay. Added. Alright. Got it. Format. Sort. Column F, please. Sort by column F. Thank you. Undo. Not sure. Sort column F. Ah. Stop. Why are you doing this? Okay, that's what I'm doing. Got it. Alright. Game request list is updated.
Yay.
Bless Unleashed has been added. We currently have 47 games.
Goodness.
47 games currently on the playlist. I think at that point we just roll a D100, see what we get.
Right.
So 53 more games to go to be a true D100.
What about the new Crash game? Is that on there?
No, it is not. Do
Or
you
the
want
new
me to put it?
Spyro?
Do you want... Wait, the new Spyro? What
Yeah,
new
wasn't there a Spyro that got made?
No.
Like a reboot or something?
There was the reboot I was telling you about.
Yeah.
The Twilight, the Dawn, the whatever. But that's not new. Crash 4. That's added. .48 games added. Did we play Spyro Reignited on stream?
I don't believe we did.
I will add it. Added.
Let's hit the bar.
That we already have on our list. For sure. Camera, why are you doing this to me? Show me the cute cat. Let me double check that we have Crash Team Racing. I'm very certain we do. Yep. We have Crash Team Racing or Crash Nitro Fueled. You know, those would be fun to do on the weekends. Like if we wanted to change up our schedule so that during the week is Valhalla and on the weekends are like fun little cartoony games. Because we should vary. Like it shouldn't be one game all the time. Death Don't Wait wants to know, what do you all play for games? Bear Dogs Man is all about open world RPGs.
Yeah, those tend to be what my preference falls line with.
So like Zelda Breath of the Wild and stuff like that. Open world RPGs. I prefer a very limited selection of games. I'm on a title by title basis. Oh, I'm sorry. Death Don't Wait destroyed their back at work yesterday.
Oh, no.
I know how that feels. I really do. I've done it. Speaking of which, I just cracked my back. That felt nice. Are you just raiding a place by yourself?
No, I've got my Vikings with me.
Or are you losing?
Oh, yeah.
Heads up, we do have a winter bundle available in our merch shop. It's a super cute sweater and coffee mug combo. And we have our Bear Dogs Gaming and Bear Dogs Mantium.
Oh, shit.
What?
Somebody just blew up a silo on me.
Oof. Oh god, I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry. But hopefully it gets cleared. You know, after a couple days rest. And hopefully everything goes back to normal.
about this land, my friend.
Yeah, I don't have something as serious as that. I just have twisted vertebrae. So I would need surgery in order to fix them, and I don't feel like spending 6 months on my stomach. So... Probably should get that checked out, but...
Look there! Priest to Pilate!
Maybe stay with your Vikings this time?
Well, I was staying with my Vikings. My Vikings are the ones who lit the goddamn silo.
Oh, I thought an enemy did it. Because you said someone.
Yeah, but the Vikings are the ones who are lighting everything on fire.
Damn them for doing what they're supposed to do.
Just, I hadn't seen silos explode yet in this game, so I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I can see how that would be. How were the pets last night? Good?
How do you corner the cats in the bathroom?
Both of them?
Yep.
And?
She was gentle, but the cats were still very, very much not into it.
Yeah. Oh, geez. Someone posted one of those hit the middle button to finish the sentence things.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a Christmas one. It says, I'm on the naughty list because... And mine was, I'm on the naughty list because of it being the same thing as a good girl.
No!
Mm.
That's new leather!
Sounds deceitful.
So slow!
Just seems nefarious for some reason. Is it on fire? There's just fire next to it. There we go. That's better. Better when you're not in it, huh?
Oh my, yes.
I like this dynamic that they have of busting silos. As long as it doesn't, fuck up your quest chances. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry.
Yeah, how do y'all like it, huh? How do y'all like being in the middle of a freaking explosion?
That guy's just walking through like no big deal. Alright, what else can we destroy? How did he get in? Oh, the other door, of course.
Called himself a Viking and then doesn't even bust shit open.
Of course not. That's your job. Okay, those are some very concerning noises I'm hearing. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
Do you need a banana?
Mm.
Hey, come here a moment.
Raw materials. Yes. Love it. What's this? What settlement is this? Do you know?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay.
I'll have your guts out.
Oh dear. So many supplies available. But raw materials are the rarest bit. For honor. Let me double check. Nope, we don't have that added. Here we go. Added.
Abbess Edith's journal. King Burgred stands his ground and stokes the fire that is the heathen army. I am taking my sisters and we are fleeing the Shire. Air safety is my responsibility, as is the ability to continue our work as when we in a new someplace new. God will guide us, he always has.
Those are the fighting nuns.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a hand with this.
I like how someone always comes to help you. Like, you don't have to wait for someone to get near you.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Almost through, huh?
Almost nearly.
Done for now.
I would have pinned him while he was still on his knees. That's cool. Anything useful?
A doll.
Nope. Ah, behind you though.
Hey, can't do this alone.
Alright, we added a couple of games to our list today. That's nice. Okay. Cleared it?
I did indeed.
Very nice. Where are you headed now?
Into the countryside. We're gonna see if we can't find some of the last loot here in Leicestershire.
Leicestershire.
That's what I said. Flurgerburger Hobbit.
Oh, I like that animation better than Odyssey.
Survey the area, Sunan.
That looks fortified. The wealth is next to the ore.
Yeah.
Interesting. Maybe it's an expensive ore. Goodness, the rays through the trees look very Steven Spielberg. What? Ugh. Hottie. Nobody hits Hottie. Big meanie.
Jerk pig.
Biggest jerk pig. Getting closer?
Getting closer.
Should be right on it, yeah? You should be
Go,
right on top of
Sunan.
it.
Yeah, and that hut.
Have I lost my touch? Am I cursed? I just can't get it right. Stupid. You're stupid.
You might regret that. Are you covered in oil?
I do believe I am.
Out! Damn you! I just can't get it right.
Goodness.
Stupid. You're stupid. Or fool. That's what it is. You think you know what you're doing, but you don't.
I've begun to experiment with some of my failed sauces. Perhaps some fermentation will lead to a better result. It is worth a try, the only problem being the stench. This is why I've decided to store them below. Here is hope I can make something out of nothing.
I just can't get it right. Stupid. You're stupid. Or fool. That's what it is. You think you know what you're doing, but you don't.
Oh boy.
What's this? What do I...
Smells good.
Oh, please. I'm irritated enough already. The last thing I need is someone lying to my face.
It is a compliment, Saxon. Take it. What are you brewing, anyway?
I call it Leicestershire sauce.
That is a mouthful. What is wrong with it?
It doesn't come close to meriting such a sizable name. That's what's wrong with it. And I've tried. Lord, have I tried. But I cannot, for the life of me, strike the perfect balance. I should just give up.
As I look around, that is hard to argue.
You wouldn't happen to be carrying an eel, would you?
Not the first thing I grab when I set off for the day. No.
I fished everything in Leicester but the eel.
And you think this elusive river snake could be the answer to your sauce woes?
There's only one way to know for sure.
All right. If I wrangle one, I shall bring it to you.
Yes, please. I must try, if only to rule it out. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Alright, we're going eel fishing. Where do we go eel fishing?
I do not know.
Nice table. Do you want me to look where to get the eel?
Sure.
One moment, please. Go to the nearby river and fish for some. Then interact with his pot of stew near him. So, in the river it says. Can you go fishing? Or do you have to build a fishing hut first? I'm pretty sure you actually have to fish for it.
Well, let us go build a fishing hut.
Be right back. Excuse me while I teleport. I don't know if I trust old friends.
Volca the Seer, I think?
I thought she said she wasn't coming. Unless her mother died.
Oh, man.
What? Good stretch?
Lightheaded.
So was it a good stretch? Okay. Sweet TT.
Scritches.
Scritches. Happy duck? Is this fishing? Looks like it.
Yes.
Do you have enough to build another one?
I do not.
Fishing is now available. Good news.
Thanks for the good work, Eivor. Got a real little fishery going here.
Are you the man in charge?
It's my grandfather, really. But he says the best way to learn responsibility is by working. Besides,
true.
between you and me, I'm better at it. More of a people person, you know?
I do. It's good to have you.
both of you. What is it you do here again?
Excuse me.
We're fishermen, my granddad and me, and we can help with anything you need. Bring us fish you find out there, and we'll pay you for them.
I brought something for you.
We've been looking for this fish for a long time.
Have you now? But it has lucky fish.
Oh boy.
Only a true fisherman could catch this one.
Interesting.
Look at this fish. I've heard tell that this one's a real fighter. Grandfather will be excited to see this catch.
I must be on my way now. Goodbye.
Okay, so how do you fish?
Eivor.
Looks like a nice little fishing spot. What?
Lots
Oh,
of
boy.
hungry fish here.
This is nice. That looks good.
Hell yeah.
Good job. First try. Oh, my backrest keeps moving on my chair. Lost interest. Very nice. What, did you let it go?
No.
Okay. That's an interesting fishing system. I like it. This is not how we fish.
Hmm.
Go turn in your fish. Far Cry 5? I think
Fear
we
not.
have that.
Welcome to the Raven Clan's nest.
Good to be here, Sunbeam. The people here seemed a mixed bag of nuts and seeds. I feel
I do
right
not.
at home.
You are at home. Settle in and get a feel for the place. We'll be heading out soon enough.
Of course. A quick drink and a friendly brawl, and I will be ready for the raids ahead.
Okay, Far Cry 5 has been added.
Good day.
If you would have me, Eivor, my weapon is yours.
To me, warrior. Let gold and glory be our meat and mead. I would like to reorganize the crew.
Okay.
Done?
I have to go. See you soon.
I don't think we've ever played the Far Cry series,
We have not.
so it'll be weird picking up at number 5.
Hello there.
Have you got a contract for me?
There are contracts for killing things, contracts for... Well, it is mostly killing. There will be contracts when the mood strikes you.
What do you have today?
That's new. Woo, woo.
I must take my leave. So long.
Go with your gods.
Where are we going? Alright, somehow we have to get all the way back up there. Take a boat? Take a ship?
Yeah, ship would probably be the fastest.
Puppy! Alright guys, excuse me while I open this can.
Eivor, what a pleasure to see you. Oh dear, it feels like it's been so long.
Valka, my friend. You're most welcome here. Are you well?
Better than well. I am present.
And your mother?
My mother has found her peace at last. She walks through a world seen only in dreams, and will forevermore.
That is all any of us can hope for.
Indeed.
Okay.
Come.
Do you recommend those?
How was your passage?
Exhilarating. The waves and the wind were with us from the start. We flew like seabirds. And how are you? In spite of your stoic look, there is a brightness in your eyes that warms me.
It may be a kind of hope. A settlement is growing. The people are happy, and I am looking forward to more.
And your visions?
They come and go. But leave all that aside. Let me help you with your things. This way. We found
Added.
a fine spot for you at the foot of the hill.
Every hour we traveled, I tried to conjure in my mind some vision of this place.
And how close were you?
I saw the trees and the water and the rolling hill.
Happy
but I did
Hati.
not foresee so much green. It is a magnificent and calming color. A balm for sea-salted eyes.
Okay. They have been added.
Volka! Kotzebo! What brings you? Hope there isn't a curse on the settlement or some such.
The only curse on this place is their great lout of a blacksmith. It is a rare feeling to travel across the sea and still find oneself at home. This place feels powerful, alive.
You foresee great things for us.
No need for foresight. I feel it in my
Look
heart.
at that tweet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, your Twitch chat isn't open.
Is that Valka I see? What took you so long to follow?
Wanted to ensure the place was up to snuff. We must talk again soon, Randvi, once I'm settled.
And before my arms fall off, what is this I'm carrying?
My heaviest reagents, of course. Lead, whalebone, flecks of gold.
Put this one to honest work. That is what I like to see.
All these people you have brought here. This life you have built on these stranger shores. Does it please you?
It does. To know that I have built this place and kept these people safe is a gift.
You speak first of yourself when I ask this question. Which says more than you intend, I think.
Oof. I don't know if that was a veiled, backhanded comment.
Right.
Good day.
And who is that fellow?
Octavian. A strange man. I think you'll like him. You see there? Your home is just ahead.
Tell me about your visions.
They are as they have always been. Little has changed, save their clarity. With every return, the things I see feel less like dreams and more like memories.
And does the Allfather still appear before you?
From time to time, yes. He speaks to me as well, but it feels mad to say such things aloud.
I understand.
Poor
You can
Eivor.
put those just there, thank you.
I like how they pre-decorated,
Right.
just to make her feel even more at home. If there's not enough skulls, feel free to add more. Why do I have to be anonymous? What? Those ferns are disconnected. I don't understand why you have to be anonymous for this.
I don't understand why I'm not anonymous.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I meant. I don't get it. The heck? Because you shot the fish? Is the fish hunting you? Look at those ferns! I'm telling you. Save, close, and come back?
Might have to.
What is after you?
I'm quite literally in a cave.
With
Valhalla.
nothing. Except iron ore. Glitchy much? Okay, this is weird. The heck? So weird.
Athena, did you glitch the game?
What? No. Just want more cuddles though, please.
Oh, kitty kisses.
The best. The bestest kisses. Alright. Is anonymous yet? Let's go talk to Valka. Where is she? Oh no. Really?
Wunderbar.
Oofda. Okay.
This way. We found a fine spot for you at the foot of the hill.
Every hour we traveled, I tried to conjure in my mind some vision of this place.
And how close were you?
I saw the trees and the water and the rolling hill, but I could not foresee so much green. It is a It is a magnificent and calming color, a balm for sea-salted eyes.
Volka! God Sabo, what brings you? Hope there isn't a curse on the settlement or some such.
Ha! The only curse on this place is their great lout of a blacksmith. It is a rare feeling to travel across the sea and still find oneself at home. This place feels powerful, alive.
Do you foresee great things for us?
No need for foresight. I feel it in my heart.
Is that Valka I see? What took you so long to follow?
Wanted to ensure the place was up to snuff. We must talk again soon, Randvi, once I'm settled.
And before my arms fall off, what is this I'm carrying?
My heaviest
Poor Eivor.
pages, of course. Let whale
Having to carry it twice.
Put this one to honest work. That is what I like to see.
All these people you have brought here. This life you have built on these stranger shores. Does it please you?
It does. To know that I have built this place and kept these people safe is a gift.
You speak first of yourself when I ask this question. Which says more than you intend, I think.
Salve, Eivor. Ad Meliora.
Good day.
And who is that fellow?
Octavian. A strange man. I think you'll like him.
They're gonna start dating.
You see there?
Right.
Your home is just ahead.
Tell me about your visions.
They are as they have always been. Little has changed, save their clarity. With every return, the things I see feel less like dreams and more like memories.
And does the Allfather still appear before you?
From time to time, yes. He speaks to me as well, but it feels mad to say such things aloud.
I understand. You can put those just there, thank you.
Okay, try this again.
Hey.
Good.
Progress.
Lovely, just as you promised. As soon as I am set up here, we can return to the matter of your visions.
Valka, please.
You are touched, Eivor. A conduit for godly tidings.
I love her tattoos.
Please, let me help. I may know a way to clarify these visions. An elixir
What would you
that
do if
may
I had an
open
arm
the
tattoo
door of
like
your
that?
mind into the
On her
realm
right
of
arm.
the gods.
If you think it would help, I can finish your home myself. Only give me some time.
I would be grateful. Thank you, Eivor.
Of course. And welcome home.
Yeah, I don't think we have enough to build her place.
Definitely not.
We have half of what we need. More raids! I'm still so glad I got you that armor. It seems to really be suiting you well. What do you think you're gonna take?
I am not sure.
That's cool. Very nice. I can look up the skill tree later if you'd like me to, if you need to reset your skills at any point. No, I'm serious though. I can. So many. I think you've done 2 contracts?
6.
You've done 6?
Yep, because they come in clusters of 3.
Oh. My mistake. Build Valka's house.
Okay.
More raw materials!
To the ship!
To the longships!
We raid London!
Are you raiding London?
No. That would be suicide right now.
Isn't that a level 90 zone?
London is down here, level 90. Okay, yeah, I could do it, presumably.
You could always go for East Anglia. I'm still really upset with Dag. I want to know what his problem is.
Indeed.
I like how there's just already guys just sitting in here. Where did they come from?
Need to row our way out. Can't raise the sail yet.
Sail is ready when needed.
Sail! Sing, my ravens.
I'm excited for this new adventure we're going to find ourselves on.
Yeah.
I definitely think... No video? And only baked Cheetos? I would love to see a video of that.
One of the rich temples.
Stories must wait. Not right now. Strike up a tune.
Hearken well in hall of kings. On ocean's speed my words gain wings.
On the game Dying Light, you can get the sword Excalibur. Very nice.
I know that feeling.
I'm posting this in the meme channel on the Discord. Because I can. There we go. It's in the Funnies channel. Are we raiding?
Sail out!
Ava.
Here in half an hour I'm going to be streaming if you want to come watch when your stream is over. Yeah, we can do that.
Sure.
We can't stay long. But we can definitely stop by. Someone said, you'll see me on Pornhub before you see me on TikTok.
That's a mood. Not one I would say I share.
Right?
I thought I saw eels in this water.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
Turned out to just be kelp.
Let the sail out!
Oh, Lord. Woman outraged to discover she has a twin that her parents didn't adopt because she's disabled.
Oh, jeez.
That's awful. I mean, I'd be pissed too.
Yeah. Like, I'm pissed on principle for her.
Yeah. Absolutely. Imagine growing up feeling like a part of you is missing and then finding that out.
Yeah.
Awful. Why are people dicks?
Run up the sail!
Okay, when we move, we're getting this. Don't lie. I know.
Celebratory first meal.
Well, no. Your first meal in a new place, always Chinese food. Second day. That's cute.
Sail! Sail down!
Baby! Little bear!
Cute little boy.
I know.
Alright, what on earth?
Is there a wolf stuck in the river?
I think an animal just drowned.
I'm pretty sure that happened.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah, a bear totally drowned.
How though?
I don't know. All that I know is that I saw what looked like fire in the water, and I was
Right.
like, what?
Because of the enemy.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse. Today's just a lazy day. Oh, speaking of which, are we going to play D&D tonight?
If we are, it's gonna have to be your campaign,
Why?
because I do not have... I barely have the energy to play.
Okay, well, you can tell the group then.
More sail!
I already lost my Sunday campaign. All I have is Wednesdays and Fridays now. And I can't do one-shots. Like, I just can't. I get too attached too quickly.
Hold on, you.
Hush now.
Stop fighting with your sail. Jeez. Did you witness another drowning or what? You can't fish while you're in the water.
Look at all those delicious fish.
Very nice. Athena just blends on your blanket right now. Careful it doesn't get cut on the rocks. Oh goodness, I thought it broke. Okay, so you only get the trophy when you catch the big one. That makes sense.
And there's my eel.
Oh, you got one!
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
I have your eel.
Oh, good! Please, add it to the pot. Ah, here it is. Would you be so kind?
You want me to taste this?
Of course, for your palate is far less tainted than mine. Take a generous amount, too.
Ugh.
And? Verdict?
No. Not quite there.
Oh, Lord!
If it helps, I've had worse.
I suppose that's it then. It's over. Time for me to pack up my things and see what the fruits of another kingdom might offer me.
Where will you go?
Worcester, I think. Though I'll be buggered if I'm going to name my sauce after that paltry place. Thank you. for all your help. I don't know many Danes, and I don't care to, but you've helped bring closure to this journey. If I could ask one more favor of you, it would be to take this failure to the grottos below my home. I can't stand the sight of it.
Farewell. Luck be with you. You will need it.
Nice. Nice. Well done. It's on fire. I'm just waiting for puff, puff, puff.
Right.
Alright, where to next?
Let us see. God, how am I missing 7 wealths?
I don't know. This game is going to be so hard to 100%.
Go, my eyes.
We should call insurance today.
Yes.
Oh, the guy is probably going to be back in his office. It's the second week of September, December.
I have an appointment.
You do?
With VA Healthcare, yeah.
Okay, but is it with
It's
him?
not with him specifically, no.
Cast about
But
this
don't you
land,
need to
my
talk to
friend.
him specifically?
First, I need to get seen.
Okay. Hey, Char!
Char!
I'm really sorry to hear about Sunday's game. But I hope everything's okay with you. We're doing okay.
I got a job.
He did!
So we'll be
Moving within a month.
moving again.
Well, a month and a half, I would say. Month and a half we'll probably start moving. Okay.
What do you see?
So we'll get the moving notice as soon as we can, and oh, it's gonna be an adventure for sure. Char says congratulations.
Thank you.
We really should. We really should. It'd be easier to cart the dog around.
Right?
Oh.
I should
Yeah,
be
I feel like
cautious
we're
around
still in the
here.
military, just moving, hop, 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 hop. I like how there's a perfect rectangular entrance for you to just slide in. Have you started playing Valhalla yet? Well, rush him.
Don't forget to write!
It's addictive, and I love it.
We have the numbers!
Who says piggies can't fly?
Man, I hate him. That's good. Fixing issues is always nice. Yeah. Yeah, taking no fall damage. Most certainly missed. Happy kitty. There's gotta be a technique for these.
Rend you, meat.
No fall damage is very nice. I miss it. Oh, this one has a beard. I do like building the settlement, though. I think that's one of my favorite parts. And the puzzles are very unique. Little mystery quests are also nice. I funneled all my points into the skill tree so I could get dual wielding as early as possible, so now I'm run around swinging 2 Dane axes like a madman.
I'm loving the shields, the dual shields.
Yeah, I love the settlement. It's so unique, and everyone in it is just has their own little personality, and it's just nice. It's nice to have. Damn. Another one!
Indeed.
Yeah. I like that they took their time with it, too. See, and I had thought that they said that they were never gonna do one. Like a couple of years ago, I thought they came out and said that they were never gonna do feudal Japan. I'm gonna have to research articles now. Because if they're doing a feudal Japan game, I need it. I don't know if it's true. It was from a couple years ago. They may have changed their minds due to public outcry, but I don't know.
Could you imagine the weapon, the flying guillotine?
Sure.
Bork is Bork.
Look at TT. Oh, goodness, Babushka. What are you looking for?
Loot.
Just any loot?
TT, I love you.
So sweet in her little Peyton meats. Right? I agree. I'm not sure if it's because they don't want to cater to the weebs, since a lot of manga takes place in that sort of time era. But I do remember at least a couple, and this was more than a couple of years ago. This was like, I don't know, more than a couple. But I believe they had said they were never going to do a feudal Japan game, and I hope they changed their mind. Let me research.
What do you see, Sunan?
Well, here's a majority of the treasures.
Okay. So. You what? So the first article that I find says why an Assassin's Creed set in Japan will probably remain an impossible dream for fans.
Come, my wolves!
Let me see.
Justice awaits, coward!
Okay. As far back as 2012, when Ubisoft was promoting Assassin's Creed 3. The creative director, Alex Hutchinson, said, quote, "People on the internet suggest the most boring settings. The three most wanted are World War II, feudal Japan, and Egypt. They're kind of the three worst settings for an AC game," end quote. Ironically, they did make one set in Egypt, but a couple years later, Hutchinson revisited his statement to elaborate on what he meant specifically when he called Japan a boring setting. Speaking with Total Xbox in 2014, ahead of the French Revolution set Assassin's Creed Unity, Hutchinson said, quote, "Feudal Japan would work as an Assassin's game, for sure, but I feel like it would start to look like, oh, have I played this? You know what I mean. Oh, I've been a ninja before. I've been a samurai before," end quote. Yeah. I broached a similar question to Assassin's Creed fans for this feature. When there are games like Sucker Punch's Ghost of Tsushima, from Software's Sekiro Shadows Dies Twice, and Team Ninja's Neo 2, there is still such a demand for Assassin's Creed game in a similar setting. Yeah, it's a long article. Oh wow, it is a longer article than I expected. Yeah, there's been a lot of hype for feudal Japan, and I admit, I'm one. Hints that confirm Assassin's Creed will be set in Japan in 2017. Yeah, that happened.
God curse you! Strike with me!
So as of right now, not a thing. Which sucks. I get their point though.
Yeah.
Won't take long.
But I still want.
I still want it.
Yeah, I still want.
Someone
the game.
said that a Unity type feudal Japan game would be ideal. Because in Edo, there would be tall structures to jump from. It would be like the older titles, where you'd have tall things to jump from, and different playstyle and RPG elements. And I don't disagree with either side. They both have fair points. This is true, yes. Oh, these are ugly dice. I don't say that about many dice, but these are ugly. So, hopefully, we'll get it if we just keep bothering them enough. I don't know why people would request World War II. I would say World War I. That to me is more believable of the two of them.
I don't know. World War One was. I couldn't see either World War game really working.
Well, those are... I'm just talking about the most requested. It said World War II, Feudal Japan, and Egypt.
Yeah.
So, the article was from 2018, so I didn't find a more recent one. It was just the first Google search. So... And I'm not siding with either one specifically. I just think both sides have good points. But I still want it. I want it so badly. Damn your reasoning. Give me what I want. Ooh, piercing shot. Oh my god, they waited until 10:30 to start calling.
Goodness.
I'm impressed. Oh yeah, I'm not answering that. Void collar? Sounds like someone I don't want to answer. Can you imagine there's only 2 weeks until Christmas? Yes, smoke bombs and throwing knives. That would be so nice. And I miss rope darts. And berserk darts. And sleep darts. And just blowguns in general.
Goodness, I really need to unlock that explosive arrow ability.
You have an objective that needs to be blown up?
Yeah.
Nice! Carbon ingot?
me take a look at my skills here. Amen.
I loved it. If you will excuse me, I'm gonna cut across you here real quick. Alright, you're in charge. Dude, why do you look wet?
Raining. Alright, Char, take care, and thanks for stopping by.
No mud, just leaves. It's okay, Titi. Oh, Titi excite. Titi excite. Padu's back in. Oh. So, did I miss anything?
No, I just thought maybe I would be able to do an incendiary trap, but then I remember that's on corpses.
Do you want me to let her in?
Sure.
She's got muddy feet.
Oh, then no.
I've been direct. Sorry, Padu. Daddy said no. She's gonna be like, excuse. I've got to get my label printer set up if we're gonna do this. Goodness gracious. TT. Hey. Hey, no. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us today.
Indeed so.
I like how you're just sliding through that guy's corpse. Alright. Let's put the camera back on your face for like the first time in...
All stream.
You look so comfy.
Won't survive, fools.
Sipu. I see you. I need to find my invoice book.
Yeah.
Because I swore it was in one of those. And I haven't seen it. Because I have Debbie's last order to put in there. Diddy.
Little Athena. Little Athena. Little sweet. There's no Padu in here. You can go back on the daddy lap.
You look like you're about to fall asleep.
I feel like I'm about to fall asleep.
No! Two left. You're looking for that last one? Or the last two?
Well, there should be one at least over in the swampy area.
Okay. It's really loud on the microphone.
I do apologize.
Hello, kitty, kitty, kitty.
You are the official stream cat.
You're the official stream cat. Yes, you are.
She's like, I don't know what that means, but keep telling me I'm beautiful.
So slow.
And no sweet.
Welcome to the stream, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Very nice. Do you need to change any of your runes on your equipment? Oh dear. Good shot. Excellent. Well done.
And yoink.
I like it. This is the first time you've sabotaged something.
Haven't seen these things since Origins.
Arbalests.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's the treasure.
Dizzy, pull off of there. Hey, man.
She's just cozy as can be. No. Athena. She was just behind you on your left. Prairie dogging. Now look at her. Up.
Oh, jeez.
Uh-huh. Athena, no plastic.
But plastic feels delicious.
No, it's bad for you. Athena. Get anybody?
Certainly sounded like it.
No. Odd. That's cool. Looks like it's wolf aligned.
Right.
I mean, personal opinion. You know what sounds really good right now? Pizza rolls.
I was gonna say pizza.
Can we go get pizza rolls at Hy-Vee, please?
And cook them in the microwave.
Yeah, why not? It's convection. Oh my god, can I please? I just really want pizza rolls. Maybe we can ask Mom to pick some up tomorrow. I'm doing it. I'm gonna ask Mom to pick some up tomorrow. Well, no, I think Grandma's the one going shopping tomorrow because it's supposed to snow. Is it still supposed to snow?
It said 90% chance.
Really?
I mean, I don't think we're gonna see much in the way of any accumulation.
Right. We had 380 tokens, we're down to 314.
Nice.
I know.
Hello, Athena. She's like, I just wanted everyone to know I am still the Streamies cat.
Yes! What? Oh. Bonks? No pickups?
Oh! Someone wanted pickups. And cuddles. Pickups and cuddles. That's what mommies are for.
Alright, and so that, I believe, means
What does?
that this is the last, that is sure, wealth, and that is story locked.
Plenty of mysteries, though.
2 mysteries left, and
Mm-hmm. And 2 artifacts.
that's sure, and 2 artifacts.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. You're so sweet. Yes, you're so sweet in your peepin' meats.
Stretch your wings, Suna.
Wanna see Daddy? Yes. I will pop his chair. God, could you imagine? Do you remember, like, back in the 90s, the blow-up inflatable furniture?
Never owned it, but yes, I remember.
Okay. I had one chair, and I barely used it, but can you imagine that?
Mm-hmm.
This little popper. Alright, let me get the camera back on her. Because we all know she's the star. she certainly knows she's the star. Got it as low as I can go, so that if she melts, we've got the front row seat.
Oh, sweet melty cat.
How long do you want to go today? It's 11:15, and we have phone calls to make.
Let's go ahead and end at 11.
Okay. Welcome to the stream, everyone. We're happy that you've chosen to spend your Friday with us. We will be ending the stream here in about 15 minutes, but we will raid someone first, so hang out with us long enough for that. Ooh, who are these people?
Walking corpses.
Oh. And them too?
Of course.
This one's an eye!
Goodness.
We bring Christ's mercy!
I can go upstairs and... No, I can't have a yogurt. I don't have any more.
Follow my lead!
All out of yogurt.
Have your guts out!
I should see how much cereal is 100 calories, and then I can have that as a snack.
Focus!
What do you think?
Sure.
Yeah, but then I have to add the milk, too.
Very true.
I mean, it's not impossible. It just sucks. Yes!
No paradise where you're going!
Bye. Let's free some prisoners. Or at least one of them.
You have my sincere thanks, friend.
Yeah. Settlement's down the road. See you there. Hottie! Getting closer?
I think so.
Did you check where it is on the map?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, goodness! Still a ways off. I miss the meter system from Odyssey.
Yeah.
Just for my own personal...
reference.
Yeah. Like, I know you wanted the immersion and everything, and that's absolutely fine. It's just for my own preference. I like knowing how far. Fun fact, this stream is brought to you by Diner Dash Adventure. Support the stream by downloading, installing, and playing the game. It's free, and you support the stream at no cost to you. So, if you like mobile games, Diner Dash Adventure is really cute, challenging, and fun.
Even play it.
I play it. Do you still play it?
Yeah.
Okay. We play it. It's gonna be another cursed area. Looks cursed.
Yeah, it does. Something violent afflicts my son. He has not eaten or drank in 4 days, not slept for. He shakes in the night, crying sad tears. It is no illness I have seen, thus it must be a curse, one that I fear will bring him at the end of his life. To the gods I offer the lifeblood of my horse. I hope an offering such as this will appease them, for only their strength may save my son now.
Never mind. Another time. There's something.
A wolf by the looks of it.
Too bad you couldn't follow it to find a rabbit or a hare. This is why we need a wolf companion. To find the bunnies. It's okay. It's not really... I don't think it's that important. But we found the mystery. And we'll come back when we... There's a bunny on your left.
Yeah.
I know it's not a bunny, but... How many did you get? 1. And a fox. Looks like a squirrel.
Yeah.
Deer. That looks promising. Nope. Okay. What do hares look like?
Damn it.
Squirrel. Just really needed to kill a squirrel. I know they have freakishly long legs. Five minutes. 1.
Let's check the inventory, shall we?
You gave them to the trader.
Yeah, I know.
You can L3 mark all as seen. Alright, I think that's it for us today. We're gonna be hunting hares, I think, for the next couple minutes. So, let's find out who we're raiding today.
Alright.
Who do you think we should raid?
Who was it who said they were going to be streaming?
Death Don't Wait.
Let's...
But they're not on Viewerstorm.
Ah.
And not that, you know, I have a preference, but just if I'm gonna give anyone views, it should be someone on Viewerstorm. What do you think?
That's fair.
Let's go with Tarn. I feel like we haven't sent Tarn some love recently. Alright. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We will be hunting hares. We will be back tomorrow morning. Same time, same place.
And hopefully feeling at least slightly more energetic.
And human. So, thank you so much. We'll see you again tomorrow, and have a great day. Woo! All 20 viewers ready to raid Tarn.
Huzzah.
Bear Dogs raid.
Bork.